same concept here.
So Mike, why are you going with 35s though?
Warm up.
Not anything.
Warm up. On the warm-ups, there's no weight.
No weight.
It's easy as can be. Feel it, go up again. 45, 55, go up again until you get something heavy. Then when you get the heavy, just get 1 or 2 reps. Walk away from it, come back and slaughter it. So that 1 or 2, you'll be surprised when you do a heavy weight with 1 or 2, like 315 on reverse, you feel it, then your nervous system switches on. You walk away from it, you come back to it, now it feels light in the hands. And now you can rep it for 20 reps.
Ah, okay.
You were at the White House. Can you talk about that?
Was there for the last 3 or 4 administrations, but I also was military, combat vet, Iraq, Afghanistan, in the Pentagon, when the plane hit, blown up, both arms cut off, shoulders worked on, leg blown up. So, you know, and the thing about it is, it's what you preach and what they understand is, you know, I work with a lot of injuries. You know, you said earlier about being smarter. You know, it's not looking at the next person how much he or she can lift. It's about knowing your own body and taking your time with it.
Yep.
If you're younger, you hurt yourself, you can be gone for months or even years. If you're older and hurt yourself, you can put yourself out of the game for good completely.
You're one injury away from retirement.
Exactly. So about being smart, but also about working your way up to that part, like having that foundation and stability like you have, you know, and trying to teach everybody else that'll listen, you know. Of course, you got a lot of people.
You said something there. You slipped it out. You said that would listen.
That will listen.
That's it. That statement is so true. It's an amazing thing that society doesn't listen today.
No. They think they know everything, you know. It's that, and I'll say this, it's that entitlement, it's that complacency they get where I know more than you. You know, even though you've been doing this for all your life, and you got this foundation and look incredible at your age and keeping all this together when they're struggling to try to get a little bit of what you have, and then they'll call you fake natty because you put in all the hard work and all the time. You get it? I get that. Nobody understands that stuff. You know, we laugh at it, we go on with it, and make jokes about it, and that's why we're addressing it. Because to me, it's very humorous, but at the same time, it's about knowledge and about well-being. It's about having the younger generation understanding what to do and how to do it. Trust me, I'm not against anything and everything. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. I know you say the same thing and how we do it, right? It's about being smart and responsible. You know, people say, well, you work in the White House and you work for, I don't give a about any of that. My integrity and intestinal fortitude from being in the military and serving this country and almost dying, I don't know how many times, or giving whatever, and that's not even my platform, because I don't talk about it, I don't have to. I talk about health, wellness, mental health, kids, military, veteran suicide, and the same thing you preach about. Like, it's the whole thing about your foundation, your mental health, which is so important. This is part of not only your gym, but your well-being in life.
Guys, I hope I could just rerun what he just said there 5 or 6 times, because that right there is just, that there will make you a better person if you just listen to that and try to live by those rules. Thanks for coming out today too. I know we're just halfway through.
I know, we didn't even start.
I love that. Okay, hammer curls. Nice. Leaning all the way over, stuck armpit all the way inside. That way you can't cheat it. Giving up the arm completely. So if you guys at home, you could shorten this exercise and cheat it. Don't want you to. So you're gonna see a lot of guys come in, and you're gonna see a lot of guys just kind of do the preacher like this. They're gonna shorten it, take it up here. It's not what I want. Extend it all the way in, lock it in, turn it, give up the arm. Same thing, you can see it from this side. If you're gonna go really heavy, then you can stay up here like this and cheat it. It's not cheating it, it's just a different form. Yeah, but today, all the way down in, flip it, give up the arm. And even play with the wrist a little. So you control it. Something here I do is that we got to be able to tussle at any time, and that's what we believe in. And it's, yes, this is weightlifting, but everything transfers from here outside, and we believe, again, first and foremost, athletics before powerlifting, athletics before bodybuilding, athletics before that physique. Athletics is what keeps us around and keeps us healthy.
It's true. True.
So,
and that's what we're all taught in the military. My military background, Titans background, so forth. It's your foundation. It's like walking. You're gonna use your legs every day if you're blessed enough to be able to walk, but you're gonna use your legs every day to walk, right? You know, like running, doing things. So you translate over to, because you may not have the gym every day where you can lift heavy weights or doing calisthenics, aesthetics, or whatever it is. But like you said, we got to be able to be flexible, of course, which is the main thing with yoga and just meditation, range of motion. So they think about like you, a prime example is big guy, extremely flexible, endurance out of the control, you know, compared to younger guys, or even big guys that don't worry so much about this. And you know, you can, of course, cardio, you can do cardio in the gym, you can burn as many calories doing these weights than you can outside, but it's a different type. You still have to be aesthetically fine.
Yeah. Truth.
And you notice how he does that squeeze at the top, right? You get that flexion on it. That's solid right here. %100% concentration. A lot of things that we do sometimes, we become complacent with it. If it becomes too heavy, we'll start to try to jerk and jump. If you notice Titan, he's standing consistently the same exact way.
Stuck down in it. Perfect in. And one more thing. Look straight ahead here. Look where he's bringing that. Beautiful. Now something you might not figure, it's hammer curls, so it is form, but it's still working the outside of the head. You'll find when you're doing an exercise, like let's say you're doing tricep push down. When you're doing tricep push down, you're just working on that big thickness of the top of the head. But if you focus on the smaller parts, the smaller little parts of the tricep, the bigger parts already fire. So when I'm doing hammer curl, this is already firing. But just focus here. Focus on the wrist, those small ranges. That changes it. Still, you're not gonna look like this, but you can attempt, right?
You feel it, 100%. That's just firing up, just flexing up. It's just like, you know, those are things we neglect a lot. You know, we always worry about the biceps, you know, want to be the biggest. Aesthetically, you have to be inclined all the way around.
Let's go one more thing. Let's go concentration curl, Arnold style.
Trick of the trade is when the Titan was doing his, if you notice, I was looking at him. So a lot of times I do what's called mirror. That's that old school type of workouts where you look at your partner and you do it at the exact same time. I was looking directly at him, so subconsciously it made me do the same amount of reps that he was doing. So just like I'll give you a layman's term, is like you're running a race and you're keeping up with the guy as much as possible until that guy just kind of takes off, and then all of a sudden your momentum goes down and you fall behind. But when he was doing it, I was just mirroring everything he was. It was hurting like hell, but I was looking at him and saying, okay, he's doing it, I have to do it. So just remember that.